It's that time again, my friends. Riot Games finally released a new agent, Fate. It's always nice when new agents get added to the game. However, there's one big mistake a lot of people are making. As soon as people unlock the new agent, they immediately gonna play that agent in ranked. And often you don't even know the mechanics that well. Learning a new agent takes time and a lot of practice. But we don't have time, and normal games are not that fun as ranked games for some people. So today we're gonna play Fate for the whole day and see if we can master her in only a few games. I'm gonna play normal games, make a lot of mistakes, learn a lot, give you guys a lot of tips and tricks, and at the end I'm gonna play my promotion match to see if we were ready for Diamond Elo. Now sit back, relax and enjoy the video. So usually when I want to learn a new agent, I hop into the practice range and just test her abilities out for a little bit. After some testing I thought I could manage her, so I hopped into the first game. But oh no, I was so wrong. I totally got wrecked the first game. My lineups didn't land, my octopus thing always got destroyed. I had actually no idea what my Q ability exactly did. I was constantly reading her abilities. It just didn't went well at all. Living proof of why you should never test out a new agent in ranked. Luckily it was just a normal game. I also played really bad in the second game, the third game, but then suddenly Riot Games sent me an angel in the fourth game. I was just playing solo, trying to learn Fate, and suddenly this happened.
Imardo?
No way, wacht,
What
headset? Nee. Some OG viewers might recognize Jonathan, also known as Headset Gaming, and he suddenly appeared in the same team as me without even queuing duo. And this was actually great because he teaches me a lot about Fate. For example, that the Nightmare Wolf thingies also follow the trail that the enemies leave behind. I didn't even know this, and this mechanic is so essential. So anyway, after that I did some solo queuing again, and this is what I learned. Let's start with her E ability, Hunt. And honestly, is it just me or does this ability really look like a cute octopus? Well, maybe not cute, but look at those tentacles. It is an octopus, right? Anyway, at first I thought that this ability was really bad. Every time I used it, it would get destroyed by the enemies. That was until I realized that the range was pretty good. It's kinda the same range as the Reyna flashbang. You can see the range on the minimap. So tip when using this ability, don't use it in front of the enemies. Try to use it a little bit further away of them. On top of that, if it's possible, try using this ability on high places. When you do this, there's more chance that your octopus will spot more enemies, and the enemies will have to flick all the way up with their crosshair. Now let's talk about the C ability, Prowler. With this ability, you have to keep in mind that it only flashes one enemy. It's not like a skybird, so when you hear a lot of enemies are pushing, don't flash and peek. In this clip, I almost died because I only flashed one enemy and 4 could see me. Oh, it doesn't. It only flashes one. That's good to know. That's good to know. If you don't have a trail on the enemies, the main purpose of this flash is just to flash around the corner. This means that I would not recommend to use this ability for long range. If you, for example, stand behind the yellow container on icebox, it's useless to try to flash the enemies that are standing all the way at Snowman. Another tip about the blind is that if your Nightmare Wolves find the trail, feel free to follow it. Just keep in mind that your ability will move very fast, way faster than you can run. So by the time that the enemies will get flashed, you might be too late to peek. So consider using one extra flash before you peek, like I did in this clip.
They're blind with fear. One enemy remaining.
The blind is so long. And the last thing about the blind, it doesn't go around corners by itself like the skybird is doing. With Sky, if you cast your ability and let it go, it will fly around the corners. But with Fate, you have to do everything with your own hands, my friends. Now a Q ability. This is the ultimate ability to stop the pushes. Because of the decay, it's like a better version of the black hole of Astra. I would recommend to learn some lineups though. An essential mechanic you should know about this ability is that if you hit someone, the orb will stay in the middle. This means that you know exactly if there's standing an enemy behind the corner, for example. And her ultimate, just use it the same as the Breach ultimate. Look at the minimap and try to catch as many people as possible. And then, after a whole day of playing, I think I got the basics of Fate, even though the match's story doesn't really look green. But let's play that promo game, my friends. Hello, everyone. So in the first round, I threw my E ability on top of the enemies. This meant that the octopus was instantly destroyed. Destroyed really quickly. To fix this, I should have aimed a little bit more to the right or throw it further. This way it would be harder for the enemies to destroy.
Reloading.
And we got a kill.
One enemy remaining.
Yes. Okay, good job, boys. Let's go. Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed, but my voice is a little bit gone. Went to a festival yesterday, whoopsie. Anyway, in the second round, I used my E ability on top of these boxes. It's a very nice spot, my friends. Nice, good job.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
I really like that spot, so I did it again.
I'll find you.
Okay, that's a good one. Also, even though you got some nice kills, don't be greedy for the ace.
Shame.
Oh, yeah,
Looking for it.
No, I'm so bad. A mistake I made a lot is that when I use my Nightmare Wolf and it catches someone, I always wanted to push. But pushing is not always the smartest option. Here I was way too aggressive.
He's someone.
Spike is here.
Oh, I pushed too far, sorry. Yep, I see.
Where are you?
Whoa.
Good job, you saving.
Also, don't you ever try to one-tap an enemy. Just kill him to be safe.
I have 12 bullets.
One enemy
Okay.
remaining. To be
Sorry.
Your E is also a nice counter for the Omen smoke if you think the enemies are in the smoke.
He's here.
right where.
And here I use my Nightmare Wolf on the trail of the enemy. Again, be careful with pushing. Because my wolf was following her, I wanted to peek, but I peeked into 2 enemies. It could have ended very badly.
And go back.
One enemy remaining.
One more.
Last player
sorry.
standing.
Be careful with running in the open with your ability in your hand. Here I could have died if there was one more enemy behind the yellow container.
One enemy remaining.
OP.
Good job.
But luckily there wasn't. Remember that I said that you shouldn't try to use your flashbang from long range? Well, here I tried to use it from long range, but my flash was just too slow, what meant that chamber easily killed me.
Wolf.
In kitchen.
A little bit faster, Wolf.
Good job.
Bullet tracers.
In the first round of the second half we got extremely outplayed by Omen. How did he do it?
He might be in, yeah. Wait, I can use
Bro, you
that
TP
thing.
on
What
top
behind
with
there?
the-
What?
Spike down
behind.
A.
How did he do that? And again, your flying octopus on the high ground is very OP. On top of these containers, for example, it even spotted Omen who was standing all the way to the right.
Bro, he's still in that smoke. Okay.
Okay.
Night, night. You will not kill my ally.
Oh yeah, he's dead.
Am I the only one or is this ability animation so gross?
Look at that. It's so gross.
Ah be abi.
Ay.
A trick you can do with Fade is that after you throw your E, immediately use your wolf behind it. Now if you E spot someone, your wolf will follow the trail immediately. This was what happened in the first round of overtime.
Trapped.
Don't peek if you don't have to, Mr. Lowlander. Why are you doing this? You're too greedy for the kills.
Yeah, bomb now.
He's behind. Minus 80 Omen.
And again, I really like this E spot for the B rush. Because of my ability, Sage got a kill on Omen.
Mark one. Good attack. Feeling safe.
Nice. Okay, good.
But sadly, in the end, someone voted for the draw.
We did not get MVP and we stayed the same. That's good.
So, now the big question. Can you learn Fate in only one day? Well, kinda. You can learn the basics, but master, you can definitely not master Fate in one day. One thing that I really missed were good lineups. I think lineups are essential on Fate, especially for E ability. If you learn a few good lineups, you will probably make a lot of big steps. But I didn't take the time for that. So in conclusion, always prepare yourself enough with an agent before you're gonna play it in ranked. This is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed and I see you guys in the next one. Peace.